Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, just depending on when you're catching this live video. As always, I want to thank you so much for your time as you're watching these videos, the comments, and some of the personal messages that have kind of made me laugh and smile. So I'm going to start today with a quote, and this quote is about being overwhelmed. It's from Daniel Cope. You don't have to figure everything out today. You don't have to solve your whole life tonight. And you don't have to tackle everything at once. You just have to show up and try. You just have to focus on the most immediate thing in front of you. And you have to trust that you'll figure out the rest along the way. Now, I got to tell you, that's a lot, but it's also very, very good information. Just one more to think about, which is life has many ways of testing a person's will, either by having nothing happen at all, by having everything happen at once. So today's topic is going to be about what to do when feeling overwhelmed. So I'm just going to go straight into this. I've got probably 17 that I've worked through, but I'm going to probably stick to 10. All right. And I hope that you take time to either jot these down or go back and watch this video a few times so you can gather your thoughts on what would make the best for you or what would help you the most. Okay. So number one, take an emotional timeout. Read an engrossing book, something that draws you in. It has nothing to do with your work or your current life status. Maybe go to a movie if you can swing it. The point is to take maybe an hour away from your problems, physically somewhere else. If possible, remember the vast world out there. You know that there's so many different things you can do to allow you to put yourself back into perspective. Number two, my favorite right now, exercise. Same idea here with personal physical component like hitting the gym, right? Going for a run or a swim. Take a spin class, kickboxing class. Whatever you like to do for exercise, work it in somewhere in your day. So you can separate what your difficult morning or the rest of the afternoon is going to look like, right? But find a time and an exercise that helps kind of curve what's going on. Number three, take a physical timeout. So I'm not talking about step number two, all right? So I'm not asking you to step away from the exercise, although that could be possible. Maybe something that's you need to take a step away. So take a physical timeout. Maybe it's doing something else other than your normal exercise routine. If you jog or walk every day, maybe turn that into a swim. All right? Maybe today's a day for a hike versus going for a run. But keep yourself moving. Do some type of physical activity that's going to allow you to kind of stretch out and de-stress. Number four, breathe deeply. This solution, although much shorter, is actually very practical. You want to take maybe a full 120 seconds to breathe in and out very deeply, maybe 6 or 7 breaths per minute. By the end, everything will seem a little better. Okay? Be mindfully thankful. If you're reading this or listening, you have absolutely so much to be thankful for. You're alive. You may live here in the United States or in another country, but you've got somewhere that you're able to watch this right now. You're using a device that lets you connect to everybody around the world. And you're doing this practically for free. All right? So hopefully you've got people in your life who love you, who show you compassion. And I bet you do. But you may not realize it right away. You know what? Right now, if you're thinking about it, things are pretty good. No matter how rough, let's say the last week was, or last year, or last month, this moment, take a minute, reflect, and rest. Number 6, pray or meditate. So this kind of relates into my last one of being mindfully thankful. So if you're a person of faith like me, you may spend a lot of time praying. Okay? If you're not so much into prayer, that's perfectly okay. You do basic meditations, allowing you to connect to whatever higher power you need to. All right? Take that time, spend a few minutes in reflection. I was listening to something today where there were people who were spending upwards near 45 minutes to an hour meditating. So be it. If it allows you to connect, to calm, let's do it. Okay. Number 7, this one helps a lot. Phone a friend, right? This allowed you to be able to connect with someone. Reach out to someone you hadn't talked to in a little while. See how they're doing. You never know what they're going through and what you can share and shared experiences together. And sometimes you just need someone to talk to. Someone who's kind of close, and maybe it's not someone you're that close with, but you're just able to have a general conversation to take your mind off of things, whatever drama may be going on in your life. Okay. Number 9, I'm sorry, I skipped one. Number 8, procrastination, right? Now, it's amazing how your subconscious can solve problems for you when you ignore them for a bit. Now, I'm not telling you it's okay to procrastinate for long periods of time. But sometimes when you put off that thing that you think that you've got to do right now, right away, and set it aside for just a moment and wait on it and think about it, reflect. You'll be amazed at what possibilities or answers will come to you by procrastinating just a little bit longer. Okay. Now, number 9, delegate. Do you have to do it all yourself? The answer is no. Then don't. Share the load. And don't forget, you don't have to be the boss to delegate what you need to get done. You can often simply just ask people for help. Maybe your friends or colleagues. They'll give you a chance to pay back the favor sometime, I promise you. Okay. And number 10, this applies to those who are in a relationship. But talk things over with your spouse or significant other. This will become extremely helpful in a couple ways. Number 1, it helps share the burden. Number 2, it helps build confidence in your partner because they know and understand that not only do you rely on them, but you trust in them to be able to share what you're kind of going through. Okay? So those are the top 10 to kind of help you deal with being overwhelmed. As always, I want to thank you so much. I truly hope that these videos make a difference for you, that they're impactful in one way, shape, or form. That if you like them, please share them or let me know what encourages you. If you have a story to share, please share it with me. I do this with the sole purpose of being able to provide some information for those to somewhat be an impact in people's lives, to be able to make a difference, even if it's just a small one. So for now, I hope that you be well, that you enjoy whatever time you have rest of the day, and you take care of yourself. As always, be well and be blessed, and take care. Bye for now.